So we'll just settle in a little bit, rock back and forth, start coming into our bodies. Feel the breath come across the nostrils. And today I'd like to talk just a little bit about the concept of the time is now. With so much change that we've been seeing, it can be really hard to want to make any more changes, but yet maybe now is the time to really look at that. Oftentimes when we are moving into change, it can feel really uncomfortable, and we could relate that to our asana practice in finding our edge. So I'd like you to just close your eyes for a moment and just review the week. Review the week of, how your body felt, different things that happened, what your emotions were. And bring in the question to yourself. The change is, it's time now. The time is now. And then just notice what pops up first without really having to analyze anything when you say that sentence. So as we move into our practice today, maybe we'll look for our edge and maybe push that edge just a little bit, not to the point of pain, of course, but maybe just deepen a little bit, use the breath more, something a little bit different, change in your practice, in your body. So I just offer that up to you. If there's any other intention you'd like to bring into your heart, then just take a moment now and do that. Or just again, bring in the time is now. And gently open your eyes, and we'll just make some big circles, just start to open up our bodies a little bit. Gently rocking the head, maybe down when you come forward, back as you come back. And just move in the other direction. Kind of exciting when you think about the time is now. Kind of gives me a sense of excitement, like, oh boy, what can I create next? And just come to an easy seated position. And we'll move the cushion away, and we'll just come up into all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees directly apart. Bring the belly button in towards the spine. And really feel your body moving with your breath. The end of the inhale is the end of the movement. Exhale, again, the end of the movement. So move with your breath as you inhale, lifting the head and the tail. And then exhale, maybe even out the mouth. Get a big exhale as you round. Feel the spine beginning to stretch. Inhale slowly as you come up. Maybe tighten a little bit. Find the edge here. Round a little bit. Pushing away from the mat. Again, inhaling, coming up. And exhaling, coming down. One more time, coming up. And then exhale, round the back and bring the body back towards the heels. And then stay on your heels and really stretch your arms out. Feel the side ribs expand on the inhale, contract on the exhale. 3 breaths. And then on your next inhale, move both hands over to the right, exhaling here. Take a breath, expand the rib. And then inhale through center, exhale, both hands to the left. 2 breaths here. And then come to center and then place your forehead down on the mat or a block. And roll right to left over your forehead, slowly. Notice the spine all the way to the tail, the connection here. And then come to neutral, and then come up towards your knees and roll over the top of your head. Feel a little stretch on the back of the neck. And then go ahead and roll back to the forehead. And we're going to come back up onto all fours. And we're going to just do thread the needle. So raise the right arm up, make circles with the wrist, right and left. And then big circles with the arm, forward. Come to the top and reverse. And then come to the top. Look way up at the ceiling. Really open up that right shoulder. And then exhale, thread down and through, come onto the shoulder and the ear. And then take that left arm straight out by the left ear and extend the left leg straight. And then bring the knee back to the mat and then take that left hand to the right back pocket and then twist maybe a little bit more, reaching for that opposite wall, lifting that left shoulder up and away. And then exhale, draw the left hand to the mat, right arm comes back up and then back to the mat. Left arm comes up, circle the wrist, and then big circles with the arm forward, up to the ceiling and reverse. Up to the ceiling and then way back. Really move that, feel the shoulder blades maybe contract here. Open up, activate that back. And then exhale as you draw the arm down and through under the shoulder and the ear. Extending the right arm out by the ear, extending the right leg. And then bring the knee back to the mat. And then bring the right hand to the left back pocket, lifting that right shoulder up, twisting just a little bit more. And then exhale, draw the hand down to the mat, lift the left arm up, and back to the mat. And we're going to just move a little bit more into the back. So we're going to extend the right arm out by the ear, left leg back, squaring the hips, flexing the left foot, looking forward. You make a little circle with that ankle, opening up that. And now exhale, draw your knee and elbow together, rounding the back. Exhale deeply. Inhale, reach like you have to hit the front and the back wall. And then exhale, draw the belly in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull the knee in. Couple more, reaching. Exhale, coming in. One more. Really reach. And exhale, draw it in. And we'll move to the opposite side, extending the right leg out, left arm up by the ear, flexing the foot, squaring the hips. And then exhale, draw it in. Move it out your mouth. Really get that belly going. And reach. Reach again. Couple more. One more reach. Exhale coming in. And then draw it down to the mat. And we're just going to do a little bit of toe crunching. So we're going to come up onto the toes. Scooch those little babies underneath. And we'll take that right arm across the body. And then lift the elbow up, draw the fingers down the back, lift the chin. And then bring the right hand to the low back or maybe up a little bit. Let that go. Come to the tops of the feet and then bring the knees up, opening the front of the foot. And we'll crunch the toes again. Left arm comes to the body. Bring the elbow up. Lift the chin. Bring it to the low back. Come to the tops of the feet again, lifting the knees. And then you come back up onto all the fours. We're going to roll the toes under and come into downward facing dog. Now that those toes are activated, dropping the right heel and just rolling over the left toes again. Really open the bottoms of the feet. Our foundation. Just moving one heel down, then the other. And let's move both heels down towards the mat. Press the hands away from the feet, lifting the hips up, drawing the torso through the arms. Deep downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. Feel into your body. And then on your next exhale, walk your feet to your hands. And a little bit wider stance, grab opposite elbows. Let the head release. Make little circles, right and left with your head. Come to neutral. And we're going to move the arms over to the right and then lift up. Draw the arms behind the ears. Press the hips forward. And then exhale, come back down to the right. Sway over to the left. Lift the arms up and overhead. Pressing the hips forward. Again, down the left, over to the right. Lift. Press. One more time to the left. Swaying over and lifting. And press. Come back down to neutral. Interlace the hands behind the low back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift the arms up and away. Chin towards the chest. And then drop the hands. Bend the knees. Come all the way up to standing. And hands to the heart. Take a moment. The time is now. So we'll move into some sun A's, dropping the hands, inhaling the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back. Exhale. We'll come down onto the knees, the chest and the chin. Take a breath here. And then exhale, the legs straighten, press into the feet. Lift the chest into cobra. Exhale, come down. Extend the arms behind you straight and lift the chest. And we're just going to pulse the palms to the ceiling. Building some strength in those arms. Keep pulsing up. Keep pressing your toes and tops of the feet into the mat. Squeezing those legs. Keep pulsing. Couple more. And then release the hands back to the chest. Lift the body back into child's pose. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale into downward facing dog. Deepen. Lifting the hips. Inhale. Exhale, feet to the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come behind the calves. Forehead towards the knees. Feel the feet, the toes, the heel, and lift the hips up to the ceiling. Draw the forehead down a little bit more. And then bend the knees slightly, release the hands, come up and overhead, and back to the heart. Inhale, connect. Draw the hands up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, come into our plank. And we're going to hold the plank here for 30 seconds. That might be a good time to think about the time is now to do what? Maybe to strengthen, have a creative project, try new foods. Think of something fun, something you've always wanted to do. Great. That went fast. Forward on the toes, come down into a low plank. And again, we're going to come onto the belly, extend the arms out straight. Really reach and suction your hands down to the floor. Feel the toes come to the back wall. And now we're going to lift the left leg off and the right arm up. Activating those back muscles. Hold it here. And then go ahead and drop that. Lift the left arm and the right leg. Squeeze the glute here. Drop that. And now we're going to do both arms and both legs. Lifting. Flying into our future. Hold it a couple more moments. And then exhale, come down. Draw the elbows back towards the chest. And we're kind of coming to Sphinx pose. So the hands are fully nice and wide, fully pressed into the mat. And then lift the chest. Looking forward, pressing into the forearms and the hands. Feel the feet press. Legs engage. The subtly active pose. Keep pressing into the hands and forearms. And then come down. We're going to reach for that left ankle. Draw the heel in towards the bum. Extend the right arm out straight. And then kick into the hand as you lift the arm off the floor, lifting the thigh up, heel is away from the body. And then just let that go. And we'll move to the opposite side. The left arm is straight out in front. Grab onto the ankle of the right foot. And then kick into the hand, lifting that thigh up, the arm up. And then let that go. Now you can do the same thing on the other side twice, one more time on each side. Or you can grab both ankles, bring the knees in towards the midline. And when you're ready, kick into your hands, lift in your chest, legs off the mat a little bit. Really opening the chest, lifting the knees a little bit higher. And just let it go. Draw the body up and back into child's pose. And then bring the body up into downward facing dog. Exhale as you deepen into the dog. Look at your hands. Exhale. Walk your feet to the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees as you come up to standing. And hands to the heart. And inhale, arms overhead. Just flow a little bit. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale into our high plank. Coming down into the low plank. Inhale to up dog. And let's stay in up dog for just a moment. Feel the tops of your feet. Legs are off the mat. Arms are extended. Press into the hands. Bring your chest forward as your gaze goes up. Full expression of the pose. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Deepen on the exhale. Look at your hands, feet to the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up to standing. And hands to the heart. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, high plank. Into low plank. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take the left leg up behind you. Drop the right heel. Circle the left ankle. Right and left. Bend the knee. Make some knee circles. Opening that hip. Right and left. Lifting that hip or that knee up a little bit higher. Dropping the right heel. And then come back to neutral, square in the hips, bringing that left knee to the left wrist. Extend the right leg straight behind. Lift the chest. And then exhale, come down into pigeon. On your next inhale, lift the torso up, reach for the right ankle, draw the heel in, and then press the foot away into the hand, looking to the left. Deep stretch on that right shoulder. And then exhale, let that go. We're gonna roll onto that left hip, and then bring the right leg to the outside for a twist. So square your hips first. Take a breath. Reach the left arm up. The right hand goes to behind you onto the mat. And then reach over for that right wall. And then bring the elbow to the outside of the right knee. Feel the twist. Take your time with this. And then exhale, counter twist over to the left. We're gonna unlace the feet. We're gonna grab our big toes and then lift the feet up. Bring the chest up to the ceiling. If you like, bring the feet together. You can grab the backs of the thighs, or you could have your arms out towards your feet. And let's activate the belly here a little bit. Exhale, bring the knees in. Inhale, release. Building up some heat. Come on. Bring it in tight. Reach out. Couple more. And now extend the legs out straight again. You might be shaking. I know I am. And then just let that go. Draw the legs to the back. Come into downward facing dog. Deep in here. And then draw the right knee up. Bending. Circle the ankle. Circle the knee. Both directions. And then bring the right knee to the right wrist. Lift the chest. Squaring the hips before you come down. And then inhale, come up, reach for that left ankle. Draw the heel into the bum. And then push the half foot away. And then look to the right. And then let that go, come onto the right hip. And just bring that leg across to the outside. Bring the right arm up by your ear, reach up, extend the spine. Left hand comes behind you on the mat. And then start to twist to the left. Drawing maybe that elbow to the outside. Or just hanging onto your whole leg. Feel the twist. And then let that go. Counter twist to the right. Unwrap your feet. Grab your toes again. Extend the legs out. And let go of the toes. Grab the thighs. And we'll do a little bit more core work. Exhale as we draw the knees in. Inhale as we release out. Keep going. Couple more. Hold it up for 3. Reach 2. Reach and let 1. Let it go. Draw the feet back into downward dog. Deepen. Look at the hands and draw the right foot forward and come into warrior 1. And let's bring that both arms up and overhead. Feel the feet. Deepen into that right knee. Bring the right hip back to square the hips. And let's open our chest. Wide arms. Bring the hands up and overhead. Interlace the hands, first 2 fingers point. Deepen into that front knee. Bring the hands through the heart into warrior 2. Let the front foot hold you. Feel your inner thighs as if they were coming together into the midline, activating those inner thighs. Don't crunch the toes. Just feel the inner thigh energy. And let's drop the back hand to the leg, reach the front arm up, looking up at the sky. And then exhale, bring the forearm to the knee or down to the mat with block, reaching up. If you'd like to do a bind here, you can reach to the back and underneath. Keep pressing into that front foot, twisting up. Look back down at the mat, come into warrior two. Drop the hands, straighten the front leg. And we'll move into Trikonasana. Reach forward with that front arm as far as you can with the torso. Feel that whole right side of the torso expanding. Before you drop the hand down where it lies, bring the left arm up, rotating the head to the ceiling. Look down at the mat, come back up, drop the hands down, and we're just going to move into warrior three. You can grab your block here if you like, and both toes are facing forward. Your feet are about hip distance apart. So feel your belly button, right below the belly button. Engage that area, and then exhale, come forward, lifting that left leg up and behind. And the right arm up by the ear. And the left arm can come up perhaps, or not, no big deal. If you fall out, just come back in. And we'll drop the right hand down to the mat or the block. And then just lift the left arm up into half moon. And then bring that left foot back to where it was. Inhale all the way up to standing and back to the heart. And we'll move onto the right side. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, high plank. Low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And we'll bring the left foot forward. Come up into warrior one. Let's grab opposite elbows behind the back. Lifting the chest and the gaze. Dropping into that left knee. Release the elbows, bring the arms up and overhead, interlace the fingers, point the first two, deepen into the front knee, rotating that inner left thigh towards the midline. Lift the chest, little back bend here. And then hands through the heart into warrior two. Deepen. Use the feet to hold you. Feel the inner thighs come together, building a strong core. Drop the right hand down to the leg, lift the left arm up, looking at the ceiling. Reaching back, whatever's comfortable here. And then exhale as we come into extended side angle of your choice. Move into a bind if you like. Look down at the mat, come back up to warrior two, drop the hands, straighten the front leg. Bring the arms up and reach with the whole torso, and then let that hand come down where it may. Bring the right arm up. Keep moving that upper arm back, opening that chest. Look down at the mat, come back up, drop the hands, grab your block, and we'll move into warrior three. Find the belly button area. Grab that first, and then exhale, come forward, raising the right leg up behind. Left arm comes to the ear. Drop the left hand down into half moon. And then just bring that foot back to meet the other. Come up to standing and back to the heart. We'll move the block away. Got pretty sweaty for me. I don't know how you guys are feeling. Let's move into tree pose. We'll start with the right foot, bringing the left one up into the thigh. Arms come up. Focus gaze here. And then we'll drop the hands, but we'll bring the knees forward and bring the knee into the chest. And if you like, grab your big toe. And maybe this is real good right here. If you like extending the leg, you could do that. Opening. Bring it back to center, let the toe go, let the leg hang up there, and then let it go. And we'll move to the left side. It's always a killer. Right foot comes into the inner thigh. Focus gaze. And then let the hands come down, bring the knee into the chest. Reach for your big toe. Extend the leg if you like. Open. Bring the leg back to the front. Release the hand, just extend the legs just for a second, and then just let it go. Shake it all out. And we're gonna do a wide-legged forward fold. So go to the side of the mat, hands are on the hip. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest, lift the chin, big back bend here. And then exhale, come down into a forward fold. Let the hands slide back behind you, let the head release. Inhale, flat back, exhale, deepen, maybe a little wider stance. And let's move both hands over to the left ankle, forehead towards the knee. Lift the left arm up, bringing the right shoulder in towards the knee, looking up at the ceiling. Deep twist here in our bend. And then let that go, move over to the right. Grabbing onto the thigh or leg or ankle. Reaching up with the right hand. Left shoulder towards the knee, gaze is up. Exhale, come back down. Hands to the center. And we're going to bend the right knee and extend the left leg. And a little forward fold here. And then lift up, bend the left knee, extend the right leg, fold over. And then come back up, come heel toe the feet into a squat with the elbows inside the knees. We'll drop the right hand down to the inner thigh, lifting the left arm up. Drop the left arm to the inner knee, right arm up. Come back down. And then we're gonna just lift the legs up. One more forward fold, grab your ankles. And then feel into the toes and the feet as you draw the torso down, lifting the hips up. Opening up the neck and shoulders here. Elbows out to the side. And then let all that go. Bend the knees, come up to standing. Jump to the front of the mat, hands to the heart. The time is now. And we'll make our way to the floor. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, into our high plank. And low. Inhale the up dog. Stay here for a breath or two. And then exhale, downward dog. Look at your hands, draw your feet to your hands, extend the legs out straight. Square your hips up. And then reach with your arms up by your ears, reach up, look up, really extend the side body, and then reach forward as if you're really trying to reach that opposite wall, and then bring your hands where they lie. Inhale, bring the chest forward, open up the chest, looking forward and up, and then exhale, forehead towards the knee, round the back. And then inhale, draw the body up. And we're going to extend both legs out wide. And when we're ready, We're going to draw the right arm up and overhead, reaching for that ankle, the foot, the ear, doesn't matter. The left arm can come down onto the mat, or you can grab the foot as well. And we're twisting, lifting the right shoulder up, bringing that left shoulder to the inner knee. And then look back down at the leg, come back up, draw the left arm up and over. Right hand can come onto the mat or to the foot, twisting here. And then look back down, come back up, bring soles of the feet together. Grab onto the feet, looking up, and then with the elbows towards the knees or the calves, come forward, chin to the chest, forehead towards those toes. And then uncurl your head, help your knees back up. And we're just going to bring our hands behind us, fingers pointing towards the toes. Squeeze the shoulders, lift the chest up, let the head go back. And then release. And we'll drop the right knee down towards the mat, lifting the right hip up. And then the left knee goes down, left hip comes up. Just windshield wiper, nice and slow. Couple more. And then come to neutral onto the back. Bring your knees into your chest. And then press your knees into your hands so your arms are extended straight. Your low back is pressing down. Knees into the chest. If you like, we can just move one more pose into happy baby, releasing any tension in the low back. And then just let that go. Extend the legs out, arms out, and move into your Shavasana. Well deserved. Allow the floor to hold you. Release the forehead, the jaw, the temples. And then bring in to your heart. And then say to yourself, the time is now. And Feel that excitement. The opportunity to create whatever it is your heart desires. And begin to maybe move the tongue around your mouth. Brush your fingers against your thumb. And when you're ready, roll onto a side, bringing your knees up towards your chest. And when you're ready, make your way up to a seated position and then keep your eyes closed for a couple more moments. Feeling that pulsation of life, new opportunities that you have. And if you'd like to join me in closing, bringing your hands to the prayer mudra, bringing your thumbs to your forehead for peaceful, loving thoughts, to the lips for kind and wise words, and to the heart that's open and willing to give. Namaste.